Good evening, friends. Welcome to the traditional farmers' democracy kingdom incorporated. Cheers. Yes, let's see if one can get drunk on one beer, half a liter, 5.9% premium gold. Swedish lager with character, yes. En svensk lager med karaktär. Let's see about that. Nice, it's pretty bad, not bad. No, not bad at all. You see, it's been about a year since we were last here and the kingdom has grown immensely. The population is approaching 22,000. Last year, you see, this has been something happened here. I don't know if then that's when they also got cultural at the same time. Very much so, in fact. That might have been when the television station was in. I don't know how big effect that can have. And 252 adult children. Yes. But this is, you see, 78% rating here. Apparently it has an effect of 15% plus happiness. That's immense. You know. Yes. The radio station. How are you doing? You're not doing quite so well. But you know, for the people who don't have a television, they can listen to the radio, and 252. Very nice. We have culture. And yes, if you just look at this, I mean, the overall cultural enjoyment, we're almost at 50%. And before we built the radio station, we was at 15. We was at 15. Yes, we were at 15. It's also a way of saying it. Who am I to say? Absolutely not the right person. Anyway, you see, yes, the television. That's what you want. Apparently, if you want to get the cultural enjoyment up. So that's. As I keep coming back to this, that's more or less the last piece of the puzzle here, getting the cultural enjoyment. And therefore a very broad and safe, a little bit safer margin for error regarding their otherwise happiness and so on. They may bear other problems in exchange for culture and happiness. But this is not assigned to construction office. Neither is this. Why not? Come on. You have to be working on this stuff. You're auto-searching for roads. You even get here, but you don't. I don't know. But how many people are living in Huskvarna a year later? 6,000 almost. 5,900. That's incredible. That is very good. Yes, and they are continuing to grow. Because there's still lots of room, I think, for people, isn't there? It's starting to... out here, there is... even them here, what should I call it? The indigenous population. Here, that's incredible. 262 people living here. Yes, it's a bit overpowered, this. Yes. There's some empty ones, okay, we have scattered the population out a bit. Yes, when they start growing up, we have housing available for them. Oh, this is full. 150 workers on here, you say. Yes, but they didn't choose to go out so much here. They stay on for a while, apparently. Yes, they just sit on the trolley bus all day long. really. There isn't a single workplace for you available all around here. And at the shop, there isn't any. At the hospital. And there are a few jobs available, yes. But how long have you been sitting here? You must have been sitting... how many laps have you done at this time? Yes. But I suppose as long as there are workers waiting, no worker will get off, will they? No. They wouldn't. But why would they go here when there are workplaces available? There's plenty here available, you know. We could try do something like that and see what happens. We could also try putting a whole lot more trolley buses. How will that help the problem? It will not. No, we are fine. Yes, they can ride a trolley bus all day. The problem is just that they are taking up valuable space from passengers. Yes, because these people need to commute a little bit, travel to get to the shop. Maybe we shouldn't have workers waiting here. You can either work locally or not. It's more important that you can use the trolley, but then again, if you don't work it, yes, but you can work at the television station. That's the point. Yes, that is definitely the point, and all of them can. Yes, television station and university. You have plenty of work to do here. You don't need to be riding a trolley bus. Not at all. Yes, and in other news, we should go over to the train depot area. No, the train depot. The train factory is what it is. Yes, it's not just a depot, it's a factory. Yes. If we see here, I don't know if this is the right song right now. No, this is not. It doesn't work right now. It's pardon here. We should have this instead. Yes, this is much better. Much better. First, we can have a look here and see that we now have many of these here trucks as brand new, and buses too. And how many locomotives? 1, 2, 3, 4 locomotives. Okay. Yes, that's pretty good. Yes, it's about time we started replacing. And yes, we need a sort of train museum or something, somewhere to put the old trains. And I think it would be in here. Let's see here. It should be like a station or something, platform station. Well, for cargo, Holden Station. Yes, this is quite something, but it's for passengers. The passengers via rail now. And the modder himself has done a reverse version of it. Very good work. One have to, but this is not it. This will be like something else. A cargo station, perhaps. Small cargo station. Rail yard. Yes, rail yard. This is the one. Medium. There's no large. Okay. So, you never know what you're going to get with this. So this is like a large. It works like a large station in the game, but it doesn't have a cargo thing. So you can supposedly, in theory, park up some trains in here. But you know, I don't know if this is the best place. Because you know this bit of track is really something as it is. But here, yes, it is the same piece of track. Yes, it is. But you know, yes, we were going to need a bit of space for this. So how many of these do we need? One of these takes 4 museum trains, and we have like. No, we will have a train. List of train. All map. Diesel locomotive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say 8 something. Yes, and of course we'd want some room for future expansion. So that would mean something like out here. I think it's very far away from anything. Yes, and especially the fire protection. But this is the power supply for everything. Yes, everything goes through here. That's really something that should be changed. You know, I mean, yes, we have one line. This is all domestic use except for Husqvarna. Yes, they have their own. I think it's this one. One of these, rather. Yes. Yes, this one goes to Husqvarna. But everything flows through here. How much power are we using? 9 megawatts. It used to be like 4.5. As we've grown significantly. We are fully recovered from the devastation of the 93, 4, something. Yes, we lost half the population after that terrible fire that took out the food factory. Who would have known that the food factory would be something that was so... Is it really necessary to get to this place from here? Not really, but you never know. And speaking of which... no, never mind. That was some... I don't even know what that was, that thought. I think that's just as well. Yes, we don't want to do anything silly here. And I want them to all join into one here, and then they shall branch out, you know. Oh, okay. Yes, I think it will work. It ought to work. Yes, it ought to work. But you need quite a bit of space to do this. How's the terrain? I mean, it is flat, more or less. So it's far away. Yes. We don't... something like this. I think you would want a fire station out here as well. To look after all these things. No, you can take more than 4. You can take 5. Oh, well, that's great. How many should we have? This is the museum. This is maybe a bit much. Yes, it may well be. This is, I think, it's enough. 15 trains. Yes, 20 sounds more like it. No. No. Rail. Yes. I don't even know where to start with this. All of these have to be joined into one somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen. It doesn't have to be nice. It can be quite... I mean... Yes, if you would do that, well, that would be quite excellent. Okay, the next one. It is too sharp a turn. You don't say. I think we might be hearing that. A bit. Okay. Yes, this will be possible. I think I should start in the other, from the other end here. Too sharp a turn. Concentrating hard here on this. Come on, just do it. Just do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. Maybe you can do it down here. No. Oh, down here you can certainly do it like here. No. Okay. Here then. Ah, you can do that, but that no. No. I don't think that this is going to be possible. Yes, there we have it. One more. Yes, only one more. Shall we try and get? We will try and do something different this time. Try and keep it straight here for a little bit. See, we can't get this over with a little bit more. You know, you try and start from this end. Okay, where is the closest possible point? About there. Okay. Right, but this one is not going to be pretty then. No, I'm not falling for that one. Yes, that I am taking. Or accepting, or whatchamacallit. Yes, and then you just need to join onto here. Like that, yes. That's it. That's it. And yes, get going. Let's see here. Here. This will be the same for the construction period as it will be then for later. No, for proper use. This is going to take some time. Yes, but this is what you want, basically. So getting things in and out of here is going to be quite the spectacle indeed. We're going to have backups all the way through to Molna, you know. Not really. We don't have that many trains. Or that long trains. Do we want to really splurge here a bit? Then it's going to take forever. It's still going to take forever. So yes. This is the train museum. God damn it. It's yes, we can have it lit. Maybe we're getting a bit whatchamacallit here now. Too full of yourself, you know, great with don't find the word. No. You know, from all the success with the enormous population growth and the culture doing so great and everything, one may be blind to one's weakness in the success. Yes, that word, whatever it's called. Okay, we're going to need to jump over this railroad at some point. Or we could do... Yes. But wouldn't you want... Yes, the fire station, if you would like to use it, is over there, actually. Yes, and the construction office is over there. You know what we'll do? I think I know what we'll do. We'll have a mud road going to the construction office and a proper road going to the rest. Yes. Not this proper though, but this, yes. On here, and then we're going to build a nice bridge this time. Yes. Raise the terrain up here. Yeah, so we're not going to crumble over the railroad or anything. We're going to keep our distance. I think that we need the help of the wireframe here. Really don't have that many diggers. No, diggers don't go anywhere near the railroad, please. Maybe this is a bit much here of a mound. But if I could remember to plant some trees, it would be maybe quite acceptable. But it is quite steep. There's no way we could sort of ease it off a bit, but it is the height it is. If you're going to get to that height, you're going to need a bit more run up. Yes, at night actually there is one benefit, except the aesthetic one, to use the day-night cycle, but this is the only time that it is useful in such that it is helping. No, that's an ugly one. We're going to do this, we're going to do it right. Yes, but how much can you fiddle with one thing? And now you ruined the railroad. Damn it. I can't, you know that you cannot undo. It is what it is. And did it get any better? Not really. Maybe a little bit. Yes. Something like this. And then the landing on the other side. But that is quite tall. It wasn't necessary to make it quite that. No. That was a bit unnecessarily tall. Yes. You see that now here. We could go downhill over the bridge, but that will make the bridge look less good. Yes. Something like this. That's about the same height. It's going to be very, very steep now. We're not going that way. Take it easy here now. Go carefully. Here, this way we're going. Yes, I'm seeing a swooping, nice, smooth downhill section here. I don't know if we will get it, but something. Let's cancel a bit of that now, and let's see about the bridge. Here. No. Something, I mean, quite... That is certainly acceptable. Although, let's just see what our options are. Yeah. Truss bridge. That is not too bad. No, that is very much acceptable. We'll try and not get something. You know, it will. I really sincerely hope it will not be one of those that ruins your vehicle and your day if you go over there at speed. And then can we come down here? Yes, apparently we can. It wasn't that dramatic, you know. It was quite reasonable. No. We'll go a bit closer to the road depots here. Yes, if we'd want to expand on the road depots, if this wasn't enough. And also if we'd like to hook them up with paved road, of course. You'll do that in the middle there, okay? If you say so. 1.1 million rubles. A warehouse in Schweiz. Oh, that's probably full of food. Should we go and have a safety check on this? It is the food warehouse after all. Yes, no catastrophe this time. Nope. Well, we're fighting the fire. Very good. Cheers for the great firefighters who saved the day. Yes, and the food is apparently not even ruined. That's great. Where were we? We were about here. Building roads and things, I think. Yes, a train museum is what we're building. Yes. I mean, there you have it. That's your train museum. Should we get a bus stop in too? Yes, we should. We can put this in for now. Yes, we can. I mean, just in case we want people to get here for some reason. Yes, there we go. And then around the bus stop we would have street lights, of course. This should be street lights too. No, some other infrastructure is in the way. Okay. It probably is already streetlights. That's why. Okay, now to facilitate construction of this place, we'll do a little shortcut here. We don't have to make it ugly. Maybe it could be upgraded one day if circumstances allow. We're talking very ambitiously about this. Oh, we'll use this nice thing to do one of these for the mud road. Yes, for the mud road. It will be the most epic mud road in history. Yes. In the sense that it is, prepared as the groundworks have been done. Here will probably cause maximum trouble for everyone. Yes, I would think so. And we could use quite a bit of the old gravel road here for the queue. That will inevitably happen. Yes, we could. We're not going to. Road 1694. Would that be this? 1689. Well, it's on there. Good. Oh, and look at this. The rail construction crew has already started. They are well at it. That means, of course, that all traffic around here is halted for the moment. Although they don't seem to have that much traffic. There is one train. Yes, we should put the construction signal in here. Then forget about it, of course. No. Here. Somewhere around here. Yes, somewhere around here. That ought to do you. Yes. Oh, you're one of the new ones. The new brick. Yes, we're going to be replaced. We have so many locomotives, we could replace all of them now. Yes, but don't have a museum yet. So we're going to wait for the museum? I don't think so. Could we, but could we clear a depot or something? Hopper cars. No, we don't want to. Only to the no. Okay. When this happens, you close it down and open it again. No. Yes. Yes. And then it's very forgiving. I haven't quite. No, you wouldn't do that, and you would not do this. Oh. Okay. Well, yes, great. We can tow everything to the other depot then. Yes, there we go. Very good. You just if I do this, do you take your train? Okay, but the other locomotive is pushing as well. All three of them. This must have been some acceleration. As this one is, I cannot select them individually, but this must have been some serious acceleration. That. Now you're going to go and turn around somewhere, and that might be. Where are you going to do that exactly? There. Okay. Well, that's not really okay, but fine. No, it's not really fine. No, but it will have to do. Now we're going to haul all of these new things out of here and see what we can do. This is empty. Very good. Okay, should we use this one? Of course. Yes. We should name this, because this has always been, the shunter that is taking the new vehicles out. I don't know what we should call it. You can call it anything, really. I don't know. But it should be something. Barra is what we'll call him. Yes. And we'll remember that Barra is the original shunter. Yes, somehow, look at this. Don't miss it. That's quite something. How much are you worth? Can we please see that before we go in here? 17.5 million rubles, or $8.6 million. Okay then. Yes, we could sell them for quite a profit. Or quite a profit. I don't know if you could call it a profit, but quite a good income. Yes, is it profit if we have not really had expenses in that? Yes, our expenses so far this year is 7,000 rubles for things, for gravel. Yes, we've imported what? 7,000? Oh, delivery cost 27,000. Okay, that was expensive. Yes, auto building, some stubborn little bit of road or something. Vehicles, a little bit, okay. Fine. Yes, it's all good. What do we have there? This is full now. I'm going to need to get one more train in at the very least to be able to get the wagons in for replacement. Indeed. But a list of vehicles, a list of trains, diesel locomotive, all map, like a steel transporter. Have you already been upgraded? Maybe. Yes, you have. You are longer. You are long now. And longer as well, but mostly long. Yes, very good. Let's take. Do we have anything that is heavy? Lift. Weight. Husqvarna grus. Yes, gravel for Husqvarna. That would certainly be better served with our first locomotive. Yes, but our first locomotive is our first locomotive. Yes, we're not putting that in a depot. Coal transport. You're mostly standing still. Okay. Yes, this is an excellent content, but this is already upgraded as well. Isn't it? I think it is. Can we see here somewhere? We cannot. We can go out, have to go and have a look at it. Oh, that was okay. I thought it crashed the game, but it was just very quiet. Yes, this is an excellent contender for an upgrade. It went completely silent. It's a bit eerie. Is there something wrong here? Something might be the matter. Look at what's going on. Yes, is something broken with the railroad? Where is it that you want to go? You want to go to Alvaret warehouse. That's where you all want to go, I think. Oh, here there may well be something that is slightly the matter. You say that it is blue here. I wonder how long this has been going on. It's blue. Yes, it's green. You want to go in here? Oh, there is someone here. What are you doing here? Yeah, I see what you're doing here. No, okay. Well, this is not going to cut it. For now, we're going to have to do that. Just get you going. Yes, the railroad is fine. It is working as intended. It's just that this is being fed from here continuously. And has been for a while. Well, that says something about the worker availability here. We want to look at it on the bright side. While we're here, we have this. Yes, that's the steel train. It is a lot longer nowadays. It is. And here, yes, the fuel train. You cannot really turn around here in a good way. No. I cannot simply tell you to get to the depot, can I? I can simply tell you to get to this depot. Yes, and yes, we'll do that. We'll do this. Of course, as the original depot. And then we'll send a locomotive down here. Here we have one. Which one should be this one? Yes, it's yellow and everything. This one will take. You are going to get not quite down here. This is nowhere near here. Here is where you want to be. Yes, change depot or workplace to here. Yes, another GP40 rolls out onto the railroad of the traditional farmers' democracy kingdom since 1960. 70. Oh, we have come quite a way. Look at this. We started with gravel, and no, we didn't. We started with crops. But we have crushed a lot of stone in our day. Here. Yes, the colleague is interfering again. It was a little bit of a time ago that she was here and interfering. She is. Yes, you can be here. That's all right. Yes. We have to wait. What are we waiting for, you think? This one who is also waiting for... Okay. Yes, you see, that's what happens when you get it wrong with your semaphores. Are you going to have to wait for a while? Yes, you are. And regarding the train that was holding everything up down there, I don't have a good solution for that except sending fewer trains to that warehouse. There really is not. I mean, this is not really this. Yes, this is not really intended for a lot of traffic here. It's intended for like one train that comes every now and then. If you want them to load anything. Yes, unloading is fine. We can do that with many trains. But loading, no. You are empty now. Mechanical components. As previously, this has not been an issue when that is waiting here. But now it is. I mean, I suppose one solution would be to turn up this to maximum and have it full all the time. Now we could do that. That will take away workers from the steel mill, and we need workers in the steel mill. We still 55 workers in the steel mill. What is that? About 10? 10 from Polochevo bus stop. This always happens, you know, it comes and goes. It's in waves. Yes, it is in waves. You, for example, 22 workers. You're going to petroleum, okay? Speaking of petroleum and chemicals, what is the resource status of chemicals? 191 tons? It's 80 tons in here, okay? That is quite a good amount. But nuclear fuel, only 11 tons. I think that we're starting to eat into the thing here, aren't we? Into the cash. This is not the nuclear plant. That's the car factory, you know. As here is the nuclear power plant. Yes, we are eating into it a bit, and we are also building up a bit on the waste there, which is okay. It has not caused any issue yet. That means it is time. Yes, friends, it's time to reopen the second final storage. Yes, this one. Slutförvaring 2. It took us quite many years to get here. When we filled up the first one, we can do this for a long time. But you now go here instead. Yes. This will solve the problem indefinitely. I suggest you head to this place. Unload and wait until you unload. Really handy that we don't need electricity for these things, and as well they shouldn't need electricity. Just it takes a little while longer to unload. You just kick them off the flatbed there, you know, it's no problem. Very safe. And now you're going out on the long journey here, heading for the power plants. Such is it. Meanwhile, we shall go to the steel mill here. Can we do anything about this situation? 50 people. That's pathetic for you know, a nation of 22,205. Yes, it is a bit. How much steel do we have in total? 2,609 tons. Okay, that's not bad. It is only Oskarshamn that they don't have anything. Oskarshamn open storage, 1.75 tons. Yes, we use a bit of it there to build the magnificent trains and trucks and everything. yes, workers for the steel mill, you said. Such as these, yes, 25. That is not really enough. Maybe we should have a look here, a list of all cities. How are we doing, by the way? Alvaret, 1821. The Sejov is only at 1,000. Are you growing at all, or are you just are you slowly dying? I don't know. But you do have a lot of children and babies. So what's the problem? They are leaving Sejov for some reason. Oh, now it ticked up one. Which one? Yes. Katinchad. 3,183. Huskvarna 6,040. De saliga, it's not doing bad, but de saliga is actually more than Sejov, and that is something is not right here. And I don't know what it is. I don't. I mean, they're happy, they're well fed, they are in good health, they don't drink too much, they are very well cultured for, and the sports is non-existent, as is everywhere else, and that's about what I got to see. They don't seem too interested in going to church, but it's there, should they want it. Maybe... yes, they don't have any electronics. Maybe they're mad, since they are the people that we're asking to make the electronics. Yes, and this place is severely understaffed nowadays. All of this is here. There is nothing, basically. It is very much understaffed. We shall fix that now that we have so much chemicals in the store and everything. Because Hansasino is not a small town. There are an enormous amount of workers here. You see, even though the buses are coming all at once here right now, we have workers waiting. Which is quite something. So we shall have a new line. That's what we shall have. Create new line. And yes, colleague, you have to. I need to move this arm now. Yes, I need both. Oh no, okay. It's on the keyboard, you know. What was it? I forgot. Line. Yes, this is electronic. It takes it. It's very slow to write. It's important also that we have in name here where it comes from. Something like that. Yes. Except, and you go from this place here. Yes, load. Don't unload. And you go. No. You go this way. You go this way. To. Where is it? Here it is. Only unload. That's what you do. Now, it is a bit annoying that we cannot do this to do business here. Where are we? We are at the wrong. Yes, very much keeping it graspable. Yes, over here. Here we go. Yes, here. Over here we have all these buses now, and we'd want this line on it, but it is not possible. Oh, vehicle is assigned to a workplace. Yes, but you want to take use of it, you know. But it's a brand new one. You need to take it to a depot first. Oh, I see. That's how it works. Yes, obviously that's how it works. Oh, we appear to already have some brand new ones right here. Yes, then we can use those. I think we should have 2 of these. And the other one will be optimally launched a little bit later, although that might not happen. We might launch it now or very much later. Pretty much spelled it correctly there, even though I only had use of one hand, and now she decides to move. Wouldn't you know it? Yes, half a liter. It's about finished, and apparently if you do that on a fasting stomach in the evening, you can feel it, definitely. It's not bad. But yes, and this is not bad neither. Yes, there was one issue with the train over there at Alvaret, you know. Yes, that is a little bit of a problem. We could, for example, we don't need everything going down there. That is correct. Should we be messing with that? Yes, we should be messing with that. Also, the train might have made it here, the locomotive. Might have made it here. Let's say here. Yes, we don't need the electronics train going here. That's ridiculous. And neither the electrical components. Are we using this as a source for the construction offices? I think that we are. But nevertheless, you're not going here anymore. Alvaret, do not. There's just one too many. Radio and television, you're not going here neither. Preferably it would only be one, because there really is nowhere to wait to get in here. Now, if you're going to wait, you're also going to block through traffic here. Yes, they are short. We could have them wait here. Yes, but no, I'm going to mess that up. There is space for another track, isn't there? You know what? I think there is space for another track, and especially if one were to do it. Can you do it like this, you think? If we start over here? I'm not certain. Oh, you think? Oh, I don't. This is it's a bit uncomfortable. Is what it is. There is a green one in there. So there we go. Yes, thank you. That would mean that you would do. Yes, that would mean that you would do something like this, you know. Oh, right-hand traffic, you mean? Yes, I know it's a bit scary. And then here as well. Yes, this ought to fit one train at the very least. And remove it. And here, yes, we could have two. What's this? Nothing. Okay. Yes, I think, yes, and these are very short, you know. Also, these are extremely short. All the trains going in here are in fact extremely short. Not the food train, it's not extremely short. No. And that is going in here. Yes, there we go. Let's think about this. If a train is in here, then it will be red here. And if a train then is in here, then it will be red here. If a train then is in here, then it will be red here. And then it will be blue here. Yes. I think it's right. Although these signals will not work for construction. Of course not. Damn it. But that's how it will be one day. For the moment, no, you don't do silly things. You're this still. Yes, and you're this. And you're nothing. You don't exist yet. That was completely unnecessary to do right now. Do we have people in the rail construction office thing? No, it is completely shut down. It is reachable from a bus platform. Yes, it is. I rather think it is such as this one. Yes, it is. Then we just need to open up the taps a bit. Yes. That ought to do it. Have you been? Have you found this place? Yes, you have. 1698. So I know this is 1698. Yes, it is. See? What else would it be? Really? Okay. The locomotive has not made it yet. Really? One locomotive. Where did you go? I didn't see it. Is there a question mark anywhere? I did send it. Oh, okay. We have a problem. Yes, it may not even have made it out on the network yet. No. It is standing exactly where we left it. Everything's fine. Although, I mean, your definition of fine may vary a bit. Yes, and you have gotten into this again. That's why we're having a bit of problems here. I think I shall remove whatever construction signal was in here. Yes, you have one there. That's fine. But we either remove that or we could put the change signal, maybe. Don't know. No, I mean the only reasonable thing, but to keeping it completely without, yes, it will go quicker in the long run, as you won't forget about it. Because forgetting about it, that takes a lot of time. This will never be built. There is no way to build this, unfortunately. So we have to do this. Yes, we do. Oh, you're starting here. 5 workers. You haven't gotten very far. Now building this kind of thing is complicated. Yes, it is. Yes, you can be over here. Okay. Working. It has not started yet on the bridge. They are still working on the road here. Okay. They have not gotten far. They apparently start from the other end with the paving. Yes, they do. Did I remember to set the truck, the bus off? No, I did not do it now. Almost guaranteed to arrive exactly simultaneously as the other one. As this had any effect here. Oh, 22 workers. That's more than we've seen in a long time, I think. You're making... Yes, you are standing here in waiting. Yes, it's the same problem as the other place. I did not foresee this. I must admit. You want to go in here too, and you want to load up on the electronics, and that's fine. The only problem is that you are blocking access to the fuel station, and you are almost blocking access to everything. For almost, yes, almost, but they can't get through. Yes, they can, but they cannot get through here. Should we do anything about that? I don't know what we could do. It's just the way it is. I need 2 trains coming in here, and as long as there are workers in here, it's going to stay right put. Again, I don't know what to do with it. I cannot. 126 tons. We do have plenty of electronics. Residential railway production line. You have 17 tons of electronics. You need that much? No, you don't need any electronics for the moment. Not for building these. Yes, speaking of which, the locomotive, has it made it yet to the network? No, it's pretty much the same. This backup is going to take a while to figure out for them. It's red. It's going to continue to be red. It's red here too. Yes, it is red. Would that be a construction vehicle coming? Yes, it would. That's why it's red, you know. And they have the signal right there. That's a bit too close. We should remove this. We might as well remove it. The problem has arisen because I have had 2 signals on the line that these use. There shouldn't be. We should have it like there shouldn't be any. Oh, you're sending 2 out now. Okay, I hope you know what you're doing. Yes, these need to get past the semaphores here before traffic can resume on the main network. It's just the way it works. Are you working as well? No vehicle. No, right, there are only 2 vehicles at this construction office. Yes, we could have sent more, unless the construction office in Domsalia, nearby Domsalia, had burned down. Yes, because Domsalia left due to poor clothing quality. Whiny people. Anyway, now when you get back there, we still won't have any traffic on the network. Because you'll be continuing doing this for a while. Yes. I think that we need a respite from these here construction trains for a while. Yes, hello. Turns out we had more. Yes, we had 3 vehicles. How are you going to do this, you imagine? Because this is not going to work, you know. A good choice on which one to disappear. I agree wholeheartedly. But you're never going to get down to the train depot by the oil refinery at this rate. No, this was supposed to be a quicker way of getting you hooked up onto the tanker wagons, you know. But it isn't, or something. What we got here? You're waiting to get out mechanical components, or is what you're doing? Yes, I mean, really, we could remove everything else out of here, because it's only here that we use mechanical components. Yes, one could do that, but we don't want you back at Alvaret neither. That's a bit of a problem, you standing around there. As you seem to be involved in many of these situations lately. What do you think about that? Okay then. Have you made it all the way to there? Like, take it easy here. Wait. Take it easy. You're gonna have a problem. Or something. Yes, I don't know what you were thinking here. But if you take it easy, if you continue taking it this easy, then it might just be alright. You can continue in behind here, because I think that you're heading like here or something. Yes, and the rail is going to be finished way sooner than the other things. Mostly because of this road that is so complicated and difficult to build. Oh, there you managed to go in behind. Oh, and you're actually making it past the semaphore. You're not though, so it's not helping any. Are you done now? Yes, you are. You're finished. With that bit. Lovely. Yes, you may be holding up everything. I mean, everything. Yes. Literally everything. Yes. Literally. I cannot say that word. Which is not a bad... I mean, it's not a great loss. Because it's very seldom that you actually need it. And usually you're better off finding another way of saying it. You know. Yeah, I'm apparently being a bit of a language police here today, which is not the authority. I'm not an authority by any means, you know. A hobbyist at best at this business of speaking in this here form of communication. Yes. Oh, something is confused. What are you confused about? Start or end building is not connected to road? Yes, it is. What are you talking about? Oskarshamn open storage? That would be here. Yes, you are. What's going on here? I don't know. Did this change? I have not changed anything here. There is no signal here. Why have I removed that signal? I removed the wrong signal. That's what happened. Cannot place the semaphore here. Can't place the semaphore there. Are you happier now? I think that you need to move in order to figure it out. Which you won't be able to do for a while. But should we pack them in a bit tighter here maybe? Yes, we could. This is a very long train. It's among the longest that we have. Will that move you along? And then have you rethink this situation with the question mark maybe? Yes. Then you won't be blocking here if anyone. Yeah, it is easily clogged. The railroads here of our great nation. Nation? No, not nation. Just a land. We have never claimed to be anything else. What about democracy and kingdom and democracy and republic and dictatorship? Yes, those things, well, claiming, I don't know if it's claiming, it's just a way of saying, you know. the vehicle is doing good. We don't know what to do with all these things. What we should do is replacing. For example, what we could be replacing. Yes, we already have a museum for the road vehicles, which is here. Yes, which is here. So here we put, for example, let's say here, line. Yes, list of lines. Before we do that, though, yes, before we do, it's a little bit annoying. This you have to do. Link will take like this many, and then have them get to here, say. Like so. That's all of that. That's all four. Here they have even more if we would want. We have this one too. That's while we're at it, why not take all of them? Indeed, why not take all? We do that. Yes, we take all. Yeah, come on. Yes, that cancels that thing. It doesn't cancel everything, but some things it does cancel. Now you don't have any place left to put the depot. Yes, I do. There we go, and that's the last one. Indeed. That should be quite the... where is it? It's over here. Here they are. You missed them. Yes, they're all here. Here. Oh, this one we put in the wrong one, maybe. Or was it here before? I don't know. Yes, whilst this been happening, we could have had the covered hulls. Yes, said leverance 1. I mean, this is just terrible. To have this, you know. But let's have you come here. You come here now. You can come here like in this way, because you're empty, and you go here after that you have unloaded. Yes, very good. We close down these, and then you're getting new trucks. I mean, one is really enough to replace 3 of these. No, not it isn't. But how much does it take? 16 tons. Yes, and giving the speed increase and everything, I think that one is about enough. Yes, but we'll have 2. Yes, we'll have take away 3 and we add 2. No need for spacing. Yes, and this. Yes, take a good look at the fields, because this is the last time that you're seeing them. You took them for granted for so many years, and now look at you. You're never going to see the fields again. Well, this took a dark turn. Yes, it does sometimes. It's the way it is. But you're going home now, or to your new home rather. 70 kilometers an hour. You cannot even grasp the concept of this type of road. No, this is your top speed. You're flat out. But I'm not yelling at you or being mad or anything. You're old, then it's fine. Yes. We perhaps will even get to meet your replacement. I mean, the newer truck here. I didn't say better, but maybe we'll get to meet it. Although it is better in most ways, if not all. But this was cheap. Yes, this was cheap. I don't even know. Just a couple of thousands of rubles, I would think it was. Nowadays, we could. Well, what do you get for a couple of thousands of rubles? Nothing. Almost. This is a bus. This is no replacement. Oh, and now it is a bit of a ways to go, of course. That might also be the reason. Were you intending to ride? No, it was not. But here we are. We're coming up on the gravel. Yes, we're coming up on Molna. That's what we are. We are about halfway. We ought to meet the truck pretty soon, and it ought to take the same route. Unless, of course, a refueling stop made it take a silly route. That's very much possible. This, though, I don't... okay, yes, you're going here. Then it's the motorway. Or no, it's not the motorway. Because no, it's not the motorway. Do you know your way around the country? Why are you not walking on the sidewalk there? And not crossing on the crossing. What are you doing, people? There was the truck. And here's the other one. Yes, there they are. That's that. That's a little bit crooked road here. It's all fine. We do get to go. No, we do not get to go on the motorway. We take a right. Yes, you are a little bit too slow to go on the motorway. And then we set off. And I think that's what to do. It's we go and have a look at here instead. Yes, this is more like it. Yes, there comes another one, maybe of the old. Although nothing beats these, of course. No. They are certainly the nicest ones. Are you doing plastics? Here. Good. There's quite a bit of traffic here. When I built this road, it was not in use, but now it is. What are you doing? Food worker line from Molna. Okay, yes, I see. But from Molna. Very much so. It's all is in order. The number of passengers at the bus stop is a bit few, but here's 15 workers. Well, it will have to do. Yes, there is nothing else for it. Antecino? No, I was thinking of having a look here at the catastrophe or the slight traffic jam that has occurred. Now, you have gotten in behind two signals and you get to wait. You're waiting for your colleague here, which is incredibly slow. But it has soon lumbered its way home to the construction office. But still, I don't think that any train has gone past here. Have they? Yes, here one train has passed. Yes, you are now next in line. Well, maybe not next in line, but you are at the front of the line. And you get to go. As you ought to have the best acceleration. So what is the 0 to 100 here? I didn't count. There you have it. Whatever it was. And now finally it should make it down to the train depot. And here comes the next one that gets to stand in line for who knows how long. Quite a while. Meanwhile, these are not going anywhere. Which is slowing down progress here quite a bit. Yes, what are you going to do? They have to obey by the traffic rules, after all. Okay, they're not finished here. No, they're still looking at it from they do it from this direction. The other direction, for some reason. They don't have any asphalt. Is asphalt coming? That's not a dumper. This is the dumper. 0.5 tons of asphalt is coming. Is everything alright over here? Probably not. One worker. That's not a lot. Plenty of bitumen. How much gravel? Plenty. Very much plenty. In fact, very much plentiful gravel. But okay, people are driving here. 3 of them have driven here. Should we build another parking space and parking lots? What are you doing? Nothing. No wonder you're being stopped from Sayov. That's not going to happen. One could either put another parking space in, or we could do the trick with the second bus platform and put a bus from Hansasino on this. That would take care of it. That's very close by. It's actually closer than Sayov at this point. Quite a lot closer, I think. Yes. What we could do then? We could either do that or build another parking space here. A big one. Yes, the people driving around, they get to work at the nicest jobs. Well, it's either here or the power plant. I'm not certain about this. Have you sold all the cars yet? Or yes, you have. Buyers in queue, 15. Okay, no cars to sell. But this doesn't take up your time, does it? Standing in queue for, or being placed in queue for no cars ready to sell. What? That's alright. Should we do something about that thing? You're not carrying anything. Are you actually going to get something? Are you actually going to get? Yes, it's good that they are now working at these, going to get the slow vehicles when we have such a quick road for them to drive on. Yes, it makes all the difference in the world on this type of road. Yes. Oh, here they are racing. The Mercedes and the BMW. Yes, and it is the Mercedes always behind? I don't know. Maybe no, this is not our BMW. This is one of the people, and this is not our Mercedes neither. Well, it is our Mercedes, of course, but this one in particular seems to belong. I put that in. You know, it's a very loose term here. To someone, Nikita Olegovic here, 3 children, very good. Apparently you have drunk 1.5 liters of alcohol here. Maybe you should not be driving the car, you know. Maybe you shouldn't be working at the nuclear power plant neither. Neither of these are good things to combine with alcohol. No. That was yesterday maybe. Okay, you sobered up. Okay, we hope so. Yes. Oh, there are lots of workers waiting here. Yes, we have a bit too many people working here. We should not use this system for the nuclear power plant. It's a bit wasteful. Yeah, what do you think about this then? Up here? You mean? There are none. Not wasteful anything. Okay. Sometimes it is. Not this time. Radio station. Oh, we're doing excellent. Very good. 245 listeners. 560 something, 40 viewers on the television. 80% rating. Fantastic. It is. culture in all of the population. 50%, more than 50%. Very good. Yes, this little block. It's 429 adult children. What am I going to do about that? Nothing. There's nothing to do. We just leave it. Just leave it. Yes, and this is all. This is doing actually quite well. Here, 6,210 people now. Hansasino 4,361. Lojevo. Sejov not doing great. Oh, right, I didn't follow up here. We can go to the nuclear power plant. I forgot. So I always click the wrong thing here. But here we are. Nuclear fuel. Have you gotten any? I don't know. Not sure. Don't think so. How is it doing over here then? It is loading up slowly. Oh, one just got finished. Yes. Still, it takes a while. But we now have we're now filling all the occupancies of workers that are available here. That's very good. You don't do any good at all. I did not fix the situation with the gravel and the thing. What did I need the asphalt for again? What's going on here? Oh, this is turning into a real problem now. I think you have to leave. Yes, you have to leave now. Yes, you have to leave now. It's just the way it is. Go. And you, electrical components, I mean, we could park you. Yes, we could. Speaking of which, have you gotten down to the depot yet so we can replace this goddamn train that we almost started with? Here. Yes, down here. It ought to be. Yes, here you are. Very nice. Now this, whatever you have been doing, which has been working excellently. Now I need to put the tankers on first. Or at least one. Yes, now we can even do this. I do not see the pattern to it. Should we make it a bit longer while we're at it? I mean, why not? That did not work. Okay, I'll put you back there. That's a Ruby rocket. You know. Yes, we're not putting the Ruby rocket back into service any day soon. Here. Yes, you. You are now going to go to work. Must be a vehicle of same type. Yes, it's a train. What are you talking about? Okay, now there is something strange. We will close it down and open it up again. Come on. Oh, no. I need to put... I think I need to do this. We'll put one wagon on this one. And then... It is a vehicle of the same type, is it not? Yes, it is. And then put the wagon back. Here. Yes. It was working fine with the length we had before. It might not work fine with this length. That's the wrong train. This one should be renamed. You just look about it. That's not even a train. You are the museum. Yes, museum. There we go. And you instead. Would you please? You're apparently going to get seen shot here. First of all, we'll let the other train get in here first, so we don't have any. And there we go. Yes. our fuel transporter, GP40 driven fuel transporter, finally rolls out. Very nice. That's quite a train. Oh, you have to stop. Or you have to think about something. You have to get fuel, maybe. Yes, you have to get fuel. No, that's no problem. You are, in fact, the fuel train. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely, isn't it? Now, look here with the little lake and the little snaky train here. Yes, I think that's quite nice. Oh, you did not take a left here. No, because that's not the way to the train diesel station. That's the way to everything else, should you want it. Any more workers in here? Not really. Yes, there was a reason I wanted more asphalt, of course. Yes, there was a good reason for it. That's why we're doing this. Come on. Here is bus 1, please. Thank you very much. This one. These have gotten here now. Okay. You go from over here. Ansasino Center. Bus Central. Which is here. As we may not need to load 100%. We can do a little bit less. Like 19%. That should be fine. And you go here. Yes, start. Do not load. Yes, in order to get this to work reliably, we need to put in a second bus stop and do the thing. There's only one worker. No workers. That's not good, because that means that the road construction over here is not going very quickly. Or at all, in fact. It isn't going at all. It is standing completely still. The rail is not standing completely still. Actually, some things are happening with it. The bridge. Still have not started on the bridge. Still are working on this. Still need asphalt for this. Oh, asphalt is arriving. You're pretty much there. And now you ran out of asphalt again. 1.4 tons left. Oh, come on. Oh, this is the inside of the cooling tower. Wouldn't you know it? It's looking good. We have a bit of inspection here. Yes, it looks very sturdy here. We can clonk clonk. Yes, it looks seems good to me. Yes, we don't need to check the other one. It was built at the same time, more or less. It's just slightly older than this one. No, this one is I don't remember. Yes, this is the first cooling tower. Yes, it's a cooling tower. Cooling tower 2. Indeed. And yes, let me get one of these in here. For optimum everything. Optimum everything. Yes, but this train is optimum everything. I think it is now. Yes. And here, yes, this optimum everything. Yes, it's as good as it's going to get. You really want to get to Oskarshamn, don't you? Yes, and they really want you in Oskarshamn. Don't worry, you're getting there. Yes, this is the food train, which has gotten very long. And is still being pulled by one of the... Yes, it is our first locomotive, that's why the food train is being pulled by one of these. Yes, our first locomotive, we could put that in a museum, in the museum later. But isn't it more honorable to be out on the railroad and doing work for the first locomotive? And not only that, the most important work that exists on the railroad In fact, the most important commodity that we transport, the food for the workers, and they are actually out in Huskvarna. If you wouldn't mind hurrying up a bit. If you wouldn't mind hurrying up like a lot, Huskvarna, there are a lot of people there. Are you going hungry? No, please don't be hungry now, and severely hungry, that is. Oh, you have gotten very far on this, Not like nowhere at all. Damn it. But that's not why you're here. The food situation. Oh, they're out. Oh, they have meat if they want. They can eat meat. Yes, paleo works and resources workers here. They can eat, but they don't seem to be happy about that. Eating meat only. And what's wrong with them? I don't know, but they don't like it. Where did you put the accounting office? Oh, out here. There are not enough workers here. Have they started leaving? They haven't started leaving quite yet. Oh, they are still holding on. This has just begun, this problem. Huskvarna, unload 29%. I think that you could unload a bit more if you have it. Yes, you could. Molna, they are doing very good. Beatas are doing so-so. Huskvarna is doing terrible. Alvord is not getting any, but that's only a backup. Svage, at the food factory, they have just about filled it up again. Maybe we could put two. We could have two of these, and you are now waiting at the signal. We really don't have time for you waiting here at the moment. Are you waiting on this one? Then I'm sorry, but it's going to be quite a while before this makes it. Yes, it is going to be quite a while. Okay. This is painful. I mean, you're not starving yet, or you're hungry, but you will be very soon. And I cannot do very much about it. I think I should reconsider this maybe of having one train to do all of it. Maybe we should have two trains. One doing... maybe one doing... this bit. Yes. You can go up to Huskvarna and then down to these two. And then to the food factory and then do it again. And the other one could do this. That seems like a small task. And this bit. Yes, this one too. Alvord too. This one. Yes, that's something. But if you... Oh, god damn it. Yes, try and keep the mood up there, even though you are... you're still very satiated. Good. Well, you have to save some for a rainy day, I can't be responsible for everything. Here. "52 citizens were unable to get food. Out of 84. That's more or less all of them. Out here, it would be even more, I would think. Yes, 114 citizens who were unable to get food. Yes, I can't... painful is what it is. That's not food. That's prefab panels or something. Or boards, yes. Damn boards. Can't eat boards. What's that? Not food, but food is next. Yes. Food is next. Come on, you need to hurry. Yes, you're getting passed by a truck here on a gravel road. On the meat truck. There's also you're going to the same place. Will you know it? Who do you think makes it there first? I think it will be the train if it gets going. But it's not like we're about to be there. It's a very long way, this. And it's not very interesting neither. It's just a straight thing through the land. The most interesting thing you can look at is the high voltage line and the rail itself, or the road itself if you're driving on the road. Well, if you're driving on the road, you can look at the railroad, and vice versa. Oh, you're moving. Fantastic. And there's nothing else to do than watch this race. We need to... we can't... Husqvarna, what the hell? I don't want to see people leaving Husqvarna now that we're doing so good. List of the cities, all map, all Husqvarna 6,240. 6,192. Okay, it's not the same for some reason. That's the actual population, and this is the population. Yes, this must be right then. Here. Yes. $222. 183. Is it that? Yes, you see the train is passing now. It's gaining. We will get to see an overtake here, I would think. The view is just slightly obstructed by the trees. But look at this. We have a clearing, maybe. Maybe we'll get the clearing. Yes, wouldn't you know it? I don't really feel that I needed to say anything about that one. That looked pretty damn good. That's good enough to be in the trailer, you know. Almost. Yes. Yes, that was pretty cool. I'd like to see that again. Can we see that? Can we ride again? No, we cannot ride again. That will not happen again for a long time. That only happens once in a... You know, I don't even know. Now, let's hope that once we get up to Husqvarna here that there are no silly trains blocking our way. 6,163. We are starting to lose a few. Yes, we are. The escapees, are they increasing? 2,068. Not quite yet, but the actual population is getting lower. Yes, this is quite painful, but it isn't so bad yet. I think that they'll do quite all right. Maybe we'll lose a few. We haven't lost. They haven't started escaping yet. You can take it easy. I think that we'll be fine. Knock on wood, we might be fine. Katzincha, they have a lot of food. Sarnakova, they have quite a bit of food. Svage, they make the food. Molna has a lot of food. Beates has some food. And Husqvarna has absolutely none. Alvar has, they are full. Yes, but we're in the last block now, before we get to Husqvarna. And you're probably going to stop them for fuel on the way, aren't you? You know, while you're stopping for fuel, people are starving. They're starving. Yes, they're starving. I would appreciate if you wouldn't mind not stopping for fuel, but you have to. And I think that we're not actually replacing. Well, that settles that discussion then. We're not replacing the first locomotive. because we're putting a second one on the food duties. And instead of having this go this way and then load and then go this way, it will just do one of those things. As we've... Oh, it is not going for a refuel. Very kind of you. We're heading straight for the warehouse and you're clear to go. Oh, if you would just hurry up a bit. You can't. You're going full speed and you actually should be slowing down right about a long time ago. Yes. Brake about... There we go. Stopped. Give them everything you have. If you don't do that, I'm going to send you back here again. Thank you very much. And then you can go Katsinchan and Sarnakova. Sarnakova are not doing that excellently. We'll send you here this time and see what happens. Okay, have the trucks. Yes, here's one. You sent. Yes, you're bringing 20 tons of food in one go. Good. Good on you. Yes, I hope they'll be happy about it. I hope they like the food. I'm pretty sure they like the food. But this is not happening. There is something wrong here. All related vehicles. There's a dumper, but there is no asphalt. Okay, there's no asphalt. Why wouldn't there be asphalt? Are there not workers at the asphalt plant? Yes, there are workers at the asphalt plant. It has bitumen. What more do you want? There is 1,125 tons of bitumen. Are all the dumpers stuck somewhere maybe? No, here's one for example. Yes, indeed, the dumper is there. There is something wrong with this bit of road. It has been like this for, well, since August at least. Probably even longer. I'll buy it. For now. And there you go. You ought to be very happy now. 6.12 kilograms of food. 3.5. I mean, 4.13. Don't overdo it. I understand if you're hungry, you can get all the food you want. But you can't. You have to share with everybody. Everybody. Yes, this is communism. You have to share. Well, look at this. How there's quite a lot of solidarity going on here in the hunger. Very even. Very good. 6,099. We lost a few, but not many. We survived. But before we do anything else, whoops, hello, yes. Before we do anything else, yes, the next point of the agenda, the next thing to fix is here. You seem to be building locomotives. We want a few more boxcars because we don't have any of those, do we? None. No. Then that's what you're doing, boxcar. Yes, we did throw a little bit of a locomotive away, but it's right. A little bit. 20% almost. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. What's this? Berra. Oh, you Berra. Good. Nothing. Yet you might be the second food locomotive. We just need a few of these. Here. Maybe we could increase. Yes, you see, these are going back with workers. We could definitely increase here. And we could increase here as well. The car factory, the vehicle factory is going very slowly. Yes, but we also have quite a bit of trucks, and I have only replaced one line. But that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? We can do it again. Covered hull. The second one. Then the one that does the same thing as this one. But that one has these on them. Those are not that bad. Well, they might not be bad, but they are not very pretty to look at neither. No, wait a minute here. This one. 1, 2, 3. You take 12 tons of crops and you take 16. Okay. You now have these type instead. This type. Yes, this type. Here are a few Mercedes standing around. Speaking of which, list of vehicles. Yes, personal car. All the map. Our first Mercedes. Where are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? As this is where the odometer feature that I have been talking about loosely, would be look at this car. It's very nice. Yes. When the chemical plants and the oil refinery seem to be going quite a bit. Heavy smoke. Heavy smoke. That's the premium gold here. There is nothing left, you know. I think, yes, I think it's time for a little break, isn't it? Yes, we're making new rail cars for the moment, rail wagons, to transport food around. And the food situation is not as bad as they would tell you. In Husqvarna, mostly, it is very under control. Yes, we are just going to send the train explicitly a little bit around to get it fixed. Oh, yes, no, that not help. I was about to what do you say, applaud you on your maneuver there, but it was not applaudable. It was. But I understand if you want to get past this bus, you know, now you're not going to. There we go. Full speed through town. Very nice. Oh, you stopped for the ambulance. Put on the lights as the dusk falls. Yes, dear friends, we're going to take a little break here, and I'll be right back, you know, as per the usual. And we resume. Yes. We resume on the 29th of December of 1999. Yes, isn't that something? The turn of the millennium is upon us. And we managed to get pavement on most of the streets in the capital yet. The capital does at least exist now and is proper. Yes. Something has gone wrong with my pointing device here, yes. So it is incredibly, you know, insensitive, as this represents the movement of all of the track from a mousepad. Here, something is wrong with it. It's not the game's fault, it is the operating system. I don't know what. This happens sometimes. We should have to muddle through, but it feels a bit, you know, handicapped or something. Yes, it's very slow. Yes, but never mind. Never mind. Mind. Cheers. One more. Yes, a dub from out Deutschland. Ja. Prost, Deutschland, überall. Cheers. 154 workers on this this trolley bus, and none got off at the radio station. This is not optimal or anything. No, this is not good. That they are all riding around here all the time. That's all they do. And yes, the problem is, again, they are taking up space on the trolley buses, and that makes people hungry here. Not that it's a problem right now, but eventually, yes, maybe eventually. Let's see what happens at a place like this, where there are no workers. Does everyone stay on the trolley bus? What happens? Did anyone get off? Maybe. No, they think that there are no workplaces available here. Maybe there aren't. It's never possible to keep this maxed. But it should be possible to get a bit more, I think. Yes. And the problem is, of course, that we don't get enough passengers. Should we deploy simply enough of these things? Or should we prevent workers from getting on? If we do that at every place here, and there is one more, isn't there? Yes, here, if you're on the right street, there is one more. This one. That would be all of them. Yes, it would. There are plenty of people living close by here to work at the television station. It is so damn slow, this thing. Yes. What's... yes. Oh, let me remember to do this. Pardon. There we go. Thank you for understanding. Yes, we were building. You just missed the millennium, the new millennium. Yes, it was very overrated. It's okay, It really was nothing very special. So here we go. Yes, you were. What? Yes, the new train. Oh, two wagons we managed to put together here. I would have wished there had been a few more, maybe. Yes, and the problem, I don't think is that the train is too short, the food train. No, the problem is that the traffic here is quite remarkably terrible at the moment. No, I cannot travel quickly. You see, this is something ridiculous going on here with the mouse. What is this? Wood, planks, boards. Yes, this is not doing any good at all. We're going to have to find a different means of travel, such as using the minimap. Yeah, so taking a truck, and riding that, or the bus. Yeah, indeed. There is one staff here. Isn't that quite poor? Yes, that would quite possibly be because you turned off the workers waiting at the station. Yes. It might well be. how are you doing now then? There are still 96 workers on this trolley bus, and the one next behind it, 69 workers. Okay, that's kind of nice. It's 96 and 69. Yes, that's some sort of random number theory here confirmed. With this, yes, I don't know quite how it matches into everything, but it means something. Now it doesn't mean anything anymore. No, well then this is simply understaffed. Yes, we could actually increase the number of workers a bit. Yes, maybe we should. And this is how many schools do they have? This one and this one. These are the only two. Okay. But you grow up all right, don't you? You get to go to college here and everything. Yes. Yes, you do. 2000, I don't know. That sounds good. 6,128 people here. Yes. And now we have food again. Everyone is happy, and I'm not worried anymore, for the moment. Anyway, about this. Should we upgrade here maybe a bit of street? Yes, we should. I think I figured out why they can't reach sometimes, because if you do many segments, then you don't start from the. I don't know if that theory holds up. You know, when you're doing upgrading small bits, if you sort of corner it in and the construction office auto searches for it right at that very moment when it can't reach it, and then when you're drawn over the next part it can't reach it no more. That's why I start doing that before the other one. I don't know, because these get caught with a question mark over their heads. Yes, it's a little bit dangerous upgrading the road here this close to the warehouse, but yes, you just be careful. Yes, they go in on that end. Very good. There's almost no traffic here. Well, 67 tons of meat. Speaking of meat, how's the meat industry doing overall? Have we caught up yet? 60 tons of meat in the enormous storage, and these are full. That's not a lot. No, we're eating quite a bit. Yes, there are only a few workers here. 14? I must have caught them at a bad time or something, I would hope. Yes, the train has just left, that's why there is very little food in the warehouse, so it's all fine. There are only 13. 10? They'll arrive. They cannot store or export fabric. That's pretty handy. But why we have so many fabric and so few clothes? Then? Clothes are more complicated to make, maybe. No, I don't know. Construction office in Polochevo is on fire. In Polochevo? Would that be this one? Yes, it would. Yes, as it would happen as we traveled here. It caught fire. Yes, this is not the first time. And I don't think it's only confirmation bias. Maybe it is. I don't know. And now this, I don't think that there's been a fire since forever. Yes, fine. Okay, in November there was a fire. September. As it was about there from December to September there were no fires. But now it's all catching fire here. Vehicle production line. The car factory. But you got this right. We don't need to worry. That's not a fire engine. That's just a red bus. Are they coming from the city? Maybe. Yes, they are. Okay. Yes, I'm sure it will be fine. Oh, there's an injured citizen. This would look like quite something, is it? If it would, be completely. If it would be here. The progress of the fire. Come on then. Yes. Oh, they come from both directions. They come from the nuclear power plant as well, from Oskarshamn. Yes. Both from Oskarshamn and Hansasino, they arrive. Yes, you. 6% health. You might even make it. You might not need... I don't think that you're going to die. If we could just... You're getting back to work. With 4% health. Stefasin Savatoslav. I have to say... that's quite strong. Oh, you to do, but where are you now? You're still at work. You say. Do you think we have an ambulance on the way for you? Yes, but if you're going to die, I'm sorry. Yes, why wasn't there an ambulance coming? Here, hello. Hospital, where are you? Here you are. What's the matter with you? It's not even far, you know. It's not even a long way. Oh, you probably have a backlog. Yes, we can buy you another one, but it's not going to make any difference. Well, it might make some difference. Yes, this would benefit incredibly from the new system with the bus stop that the bus stop uses here. This is ridiculous. This. Okay, but this is simply an effect of the amount of people here. I think it's not that it's very unhealthy to live here, or is it? No, health is fine. Are you drinking a whole lot? Is that the issue, maybe? No, you're not. Culture is bad. You don't have radios or something. You might not have. Yes, your electronics is not doing that great. But there are a lot of people here. Yes, they are. But what else? Yes, what else indeed? Yes, this is taking forever, as usual. Oh, worker mechanism. Okay then. Yes, you need 19 tons of gravel more. Okay. We shall get that right to you. Yes. You know what? We should go and have a look at the petrochemical industry. Yes. Oh, this. Yes, look at this. We have emptied out the storage here of raw resource. 142 workers. Should we I think that we're at the point now where we have every resource everywhere, that we are doing so good that we don't need to buy steel. We don't have enough. There's never enough steel. There just isn't. It's still it's Oskarshamn, where they want all the steel, and we're driving it all around the country every time. Yes. They might need a bit here and there. Yes, we go and refill. That's how it works. Even Husqvarna is full now, 610. Very good. Do we need more workers in here then? Katzinchad-arbetare till petroleum. They are traveling quite a long way to work. Yes, they are here. Look at this. Katzinchad, 95 workers. Very good. The Katzinchad bus platform is full of people all the time, and 3 buses. Yes, 3 buses associated with it. This, I don't know what it is. Oh yes, it's the it's the asphalt plant and the concrete plant for Katzinchad, for the town. Yes, very important nowadays that we keep that place manned 24/7, But it's a very cushy job for the lucky once you get to work there. Yes, this is 167 workers in here now. That's a bit more than we need. Really, we're not really about that sort of thing. That is quite plenty. Is quite plenty. Although this is, I cannot complain here. This is very good. And 71 tons of chemicals now. How is the nuclear fuel fabrication going? If we have this much chemicals, we can get that going again to a ridiculous amount. I don't have much. Only 9 tons in vehicles. The rest is in the reactor, yes. And 12 tons in total. Okay. Yes, could we increase here a bit? Speed it up, increase the tempo quite a bit, maybe. UF6 we have. We seem to have quite plenty. Yes, we'll try and increase the nuclear fuel fabrication. See if that can't get us going a bit. We cannot be eating into the what was that? That was some sound that I cannot explain. Or maybe I can explain it. Yes. Maybe I can explain it. No, the cooking is interfering here again. You have to be over here. Yes, you have to be here now. Stop. Yes. Okay. Yes, it's difficult when you yes, and so on. Most likely different. Will this do any? Yes, it will do quite a bit, I would think, eventually. Now we have, we're working at 0.5%. 0.5%. Did I say that? Half capacity. 50%. 0.5%. No, not 0.5%. 50. Half of the percentage available of the production. Yes, this is more like it. This is smoking like crazy. It would be worth, getting all of them in here at once, just to see how much smoke that's going to make. That would be quite a bit. But it's not doing bad. This the pollution. We're not. No, it's not bad. But down here, I would think it must be quite bad now, since we have. Yes, it is quite awful. In fact, yes, that's the way it is here. Petrochemicals. Yes, I think I should take one of these buses. But one of these. De saliga. No, not de saliga. Allvaret. Okay, you're going for refuel. One person. That's really unnecessary, to drive all that way. For one worker. So the first month of the new millennium so far. Let's see how we did last year. Yes, last year, money-wise, 11,618 rubles we spent. Gravel, asphalt, steel, electricals. Okay. Yes. Vehicles, 200. Okay. 312,000 rubles in total, and we didn't sell anything. Oh, nothing whatsoever. Nope. I don't think we sold anything the year before it neither. Actually. Nope. We export. No, we don't do that. No, we keep it all to ourselves. All of it. Yes, cheers. And how much do we keep to ourselves? Well, we actually keep, only 400 tons of steel. No, that's the wrong constructions. 400 tons of steel. Okay, that's not much. But the vehicle industry, here we're using a lot of steel. 1,000 tons. Yes, that's more like it. 1.7 tons of nuclear fuel. Doesn't register on the thing. Plastics, okay. Fabric. Crops, oh yeah, okay, we're doing pretty evenly here. Coal, or yes, and so on. Livestock, 1,083 tons. And how much consumption? Well, vehicle fuel. 2.2 million rubles worth. 2,287. And almost the same amount of megawatt hours as tons of diesel. Very interesting numbers here in the thing. Manpower. But citizens facility, how much did we eat and drink and such? We ate 2,416 tons of food and drank 285 tons of alcohol. Yes, very nice time we had as well. Electronics, we consumed a bit, and meat 537 tons. Clothing 100, okay, so on. Yes, and electricity, yes, 2 million worth. We do quite a bit of things here. 3 million rubles worth of food consumed in the land. Yes, this bus, are you going to change that or not? This is to Alvaret again. Are you ever going to Alvaret, or are you just going to refuel here all the time? Maybe there is something wrong with the bus then. Such as there being a hole in the gas tank. For example, gas tank. Yes, in the fuel storage, attached to the vehicle. Ah, you mean that thing. Okay. Yes. The fuel tank. Perhaps. 3 workers in here. Okay. And, yes, I don't know. This must be our first Mercedes. I'm driving down the road here. As ever, right behind a bus. I'm not even sure that Alvaret actually existed when this first drove out on the road and passed here. But this, yes, we are doing so well now. It's almost like there's nothing else to do. But to see if it works, but it doesn't, because here is the train museum is not finished by any means. No, and they have gotten themselves. This is not good. This is not good at all, and they will remain like this forever. And whilst they do, they are blocking traffic on the network. It's not good. Can't place a semaphore here. That's where that one. Then that's why they had issues, of course. Yes, but here and really it should be here, there, and here. Yes, there. That's where it should be. And here too. Yes, that looks a bit off. That one. We'll see. But it doesn't matter because they have not gotten anywhere with this road. The source is without steel. Yes, there's a bit of a traffic jam on the railroad, and you can have a different source of steel at for the moment. If you get it from out here, you will find that it is not out steel, the source. It is very much with steel. Mechanical components, why didn't you unload everything? Are they full? Oh no, you haven't been unload, you have been for refuel. And you're going to the warehouse. Are you going to do something illegal? Oh, you're also missing steel. Of course you are. It's the same thing as doing this, That's unfortunate. But it's taken care of now. Meanwhile, this is going very, very slowly. It's the resource status. I hear food. 1,094 tons. That sounds less than is ideal. But we have a Husqvarna warehouse, 61 tons. It is not very much. The train is going to Husqvarna right now. Okay, that's good then. We know now no Alvaret, that's a shopping center. Beate's warehouse, Alvaret warehouse. I don't think that the food is in here is getting used. Or maybe a little, sometimes. Beate's, 200, okay, you're doing good. You're doing very good. And the train is moving. Where are you? Oh, you're a very long way from Huskvarna. A very long way from Huskvarna. But I have 60 tons, so that's enough. Yes, it is. But yes, we should try and get there as quickly as possible. That is not very quick because of the situation up ahead here with the traffic and everything. As always with the traffic. Cement. Yes, would you imagine it? We caved in and built a cement factory. In the cement silo we have 270 tons of cement. What are we going to use that? You know, one thing that we could use it for is the city hall, the palace of Soviet. 7,500 tons of steel and 12,540 tons of concrete. Yes, I mean, if we had like every place here feeding into it and built it as we flatten out here to this height, yes, that will only take about 12 hours of holding down the mouse button here. Yes, and then we build it here. And then we have great systems of transport here for the resources and the workers. This one is a bit far away. And this one is also a bit far away. So it would be the old gang then, I suppose. Anyway, that's not quite going to happen right now. Oh, here's Lenin. Did you know? Hello, Lenin. What are you doing? As always, standing and watching out over the lake. Yes, it is a nice view. What is it that we're riding again here? Oh, it's the food train. But you're not... why are you going this way? From... okay, that's not the route I'd have chosen. Are you clever enough to do this now because it's blocked here? Really? If so... I mean, a lot of wrongs here, a lot of things here has actually made a right. No, but that's not what's going on. But that's pretty good of that train. Look, it's finished. It's finished. The rail is completed. We can have some sort of normalcy return to the line here. Yes, it is very slow, the mouse cursor, for some reason. Where is the steel train by any chance coming anytime, any day soon? Vehicle train. Where are you? Diesel locomotive. This is ståltransporter. Yes. You're at steel mill with 425 tons of steel. They are not working at now. They're working at steel mill. No, they're not. I think there is some other one sharing the resources here. and they seem to be taking most of it. Or there are simply not very many workers in. That could also be the case. These are still valued as new vehicle. Interesting, isn't it? If we look at the where are you? Mekaniska vårdcentraler, what the hell? Yes, steel transport. You're responsible. Okay, I know I'm talking rubbish. What's the value of it when it's new then? What does it cost to buy one of those as of now? 1.9 million. Okay. Nice. As you hear, it makes sense that the twin is twice as expensive as the single, but to buy a license to build doesn't make much sense. No. I suppose there's nothing you can do really about that. When it comes down to it, it is what it is. Yes. So is this. And I think that we are doing better now again with the nuclear fuel here, aren't we? Yes, a little bit better. No, not really at the moment. Electronics then, 7 workers, 6 workers. We could stand to have a few more. Yes, the city of Sayov. Have you gotten a hold of yourself? Yes, you actually have grown a bit. That's very good. This type of bus may be slightly overkill here. And unnecessarily slow. There is no way in hell that we're going to be 184 people on this one. No. Here, 5 workers in the uranium mine. Yes, you're doing a great job. Although the uranium heap is shrinking. Yes, it's been a while since. It's been quite a long while. Should we go and look if there are any mutants here? At the actual pollution, there is nothing. It doesn't work. It is without power supply. Since when that they have changed? But the dosimeter you can use still. Okay, we have. Yes, we have managed to irradiate a bit of the Soviet Union here. I could have built it even closer to the border. But a little bit. Very good. And inlands, yes. Oh, pardon me. Yes, damn it. Yes, inlands here. We have some, it's very handy this, because it drops off very, very quickly inlands and outlands. We have it directed outlands instead. Not so long, not so far away, but a little bit. Yes. Oh, this is our first car. It's quite nice. But that building is without power supply for the pollution monitoring station. I'm pretty certain that has not needed electricity before. Wonder when they put that in. Yes, it's in a bit of a depression in the landscape here. The nuclear storage. Look, it's perfect. Very good, very safe. It's up on a little hill. It's safe from flooding. If the river it's not a river, it's a lake. And it doesn't rain. Okay then. Still. Yes. Are we going to hang around out here in the irradiated wastes? It's not a waste. Or wasteland. It's nothing. It's fine. It's very fine. Yes, but at the other side of the everything, we have this. Are they still doing good? Or great even? I think they are doing quite great. 10% happiness effect on this. Yes, that's very good. Yes, I should definitely be wrapping this up now. The food train is arriving to Huskvarna. Very good. Very good. They are in not so dire need as last time you were here, but in... Speaking of which, yes, we're very structured here. There should be plenty. Yes, now there are plenty of these around. We can stop building these. And start. It's not almost finished. Yes, fine. I will throw it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might as well have a few more then. If we're doing a second food train, we're going to have a damn enormous one. It's dangerous to have 2 trains going to the same warehouses. Warehouse. Yes, the food warehouse. The with the factory. It is a bit risky. What were you thinking? I was thinking that the capacity wasn't enough. Yes, but that's when they were building these here things. That's very slow. This slowed down traffic quite a bit on the thing. And here I realize now that I have not completed here. Oh no, some other infrastructure is in the way. Yes, it's the street. I need to do this. I have done quite a bit, in fact, but not completed. Do you really have to be that way? Yes, I suppose you do have to be that way. And nothing, I try and... that's better. Yes, some wonkiness we can accept, but some not. Are you expensive? No, not that. Not that expensive. You could start building this one, couldn't you? No, this one is not finished yet. It needs 9 work days to finish, put together, you know, to put the bulb in to the street lamp post, basically. Yes. How many workers here in the Soviet Republic does it take to change a street light or install a street light pole? Not a matter of how many it takes, it's about how many you can get, how many workers and resources you can conjure up together at the same time at the place when they are needed. Yes, that's what the game is about. This is good, I think, because road 1692 might well be yes, it's the bridge. Yes, excellent, most excellent. Well, they have even started working from the other direction here, on the road. Yes, all the way. That is one segment. Maybe that's why they haven't gotten very far. They're still missing steel, they say. Why? I fix for you steel. They have 16 tons here. Here they have no workers or mechanism. But workers and mechanism are coming from here. 95 of them. Still, the bridge is not even anywhere near completed yet. Steel framing. Yes, and then you're going to have to pave it. Oh, and I saw it. There was a bump, unfortunately, when the bus went up on the bridge. Damn it. This is very difficult to build a bridge without getting that here. I don't know how to do it. That's why you have to carve out a little bit of the land here for that. No. Can't do it. But here we can see the bridge being constructed. Yes, it's quite nice. And this, imagine here, when we have the rail museum, you know, one almost has to have a road, you know, going down here. Yes, you have to be. There won't be much traffic here, so you can drive around, you know, and look at the trains from all sides if you wanted to. People don't seem to use their cars very much for that sort of traveling. Well, they mostly go to work and maybe it's to the shops or something. Okay, that doesn't look quite so good, but it will do. This is a completely unnecessary bit of infrastructure here. Expense. Railway crossing too close to intersection, or what did it say? I understand. There you go, and then here. This is a mess. Do you really want this? All these level crossings here. I mean, really, maybe not really, especially, do you really want that? No. Cancel this maybe, not do it. Cancel this, in any case. No, you must be able to drive around, you know, and have a look at the trains. This is, this is a bit of exciting. It's not too bad. It goes down there. It's yes. Although it did do that, it won't restore it. If I 700,000 rubles, you say, for that bit of street. Yes, it has street lighting. It's very complicated. And since it has street lighting, we need to get the electricity out here. Otherwise, there's no good. It's no good building this damn complicated road. That's correct. I don't know if this will even reach all of it. It won't. This will reach the bus stop. Whatever use they'll have of this, I don't know. Electricity. Where could one get electricity around here, you think? Maybe here. Conveyor road crossing in Oskarshamn. Oh, that's for the rail construction office. I don't know. Might as well burn that. No. Might want to build more. Never know. We just did. We're going somewhere out here. Out here somewhere. Yes. Are you sure about this? Yes. You see, it's right here. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, indeed. This will all be done in in a matter of time, as will most things. I wonder when the road is finished, and the bridge, if they'll drive around instead. No, I don't think they will. This is much shorter. But this is very nice, you know, the thing you can do nowadays. So it's very nice dirt track that we have leading up to the not so. It's pretty nice, this too. Yes, and no cave-ins on the rail here. That's definitely how you're supposed to be building your bridges. Okay, wrap up, you said. Yes, you know, it's custom nowadays to go on then in for 45 minutes more, as after you said that you're about to wrap up. That's the way it is. Yes, that is indeed the way it is. But this will have to be it. This is where we started, by the way. Yes, this is where we started. With the motherland calls. We can see the motherland in front of us. Yes, dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. Good night.